It's Sunday, January 29, 2023. Welcome to the 49th episode of The Weekend Show, where we take a deep dive into the news of the week. Please also subscribe to my 5-minute news daily briefing podcast on iTunes or wherever you get yours. Joining us today is a mental health professional and expert in undue influence tactics used by authoritarian leaders and destructive cults. He's also the author of 4 books, including The Cult of Trump. Dr. Stephen Hassan, welcome back to The Weekend Show.
Thank you, Anthony. It's an honor. Thanks for your good work.
Well, thank you for your good work. This is your third appearance, I think, here on the
I believe
Weekend
it
Show.
is.
And your expertise is something that I always look forward to. And we talk about cults. Well, it's weird that we talk more about cults than ever before, it seems, certainly in the mainstream. And obviously, the Republican shift towards MAGA republicanism and Donald Trump being the cult leader is such a big part of that. Do you just quickly want to tell us a little bit about the book, remind people about the book if they haven't bought it, and why you were compelled to write it?
Oh, so sure. So The Cult of Trump, when I was asked to do this book, I knew he was a malignant narcissist, which is the stereotypical profile of cult leaders. All the narcissism stuff, including lack of empathy and grandiosity and need for attention and entitlement, etc. But the psychopathological as well, the thinking they're above the law and pathological lying and sadism and paranoia, etc. So I started with that. But as I researched the book, Anthony, I realized there were authoritarian cults that comprised the cult of Trump, including authoritarian puppet masters, as well as their base, who were being directed to support Trump, etc. I talk about Putin. I talk about the family that Michael Pence was recruited into by Chuck Colson of Watergate infamy. I talk about Opus Dei, the right-wing Catholic cult. And I talk about new apostolic reformation churches, which comprise about 40 million Americans and 650 million worldwide, of these I call them pseudo-Christian groups where the leader says, I'm an apostle or I'm a prophet. I speak directly to God and I can protect all my followers from satanic invasion. But if you get invaded, I can cast out demons and I can do faith healing. So and the NRA, because I know we're going to talk about violence too. I included them in my book because at the time there were 5 million dedicated people who think that we should all have assault rifles, which I think need to be banned. So anyway, so the book, everything I said was correct, and I even predicted a violent episode if he wasn't reelected in 2020.